What's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. I hope you enjoyed your Easter Sunday. Today we're going to talk about three hot EVs, one tech, and one hot penny stock. That and more in a few seconds. Okay, first of all, you guys already know. For those of you that's new to the page, go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. All right. I'm going to go right into the hot EV stock, and the tech stock that I talked about is actually soon to be, I believe, an EV stock. So let's just get it going. Okay. But before we do that, I want you guys to know that if you see any correspondent below talking about a WhatsApp, here's my phone number, or my broker, or start talking about Bitcoin pretty much on this platform, it's not me, it's spam. If they want you to contact them, it's not me, it's spam. Do not engage, do not fall for it. Okay, good people? And one of the plays that I'm going to be making, having the Webull app will help you, because here in the Chicagoland area, you'll be able to start trading as early as 5 a.m. If you're on the East Coast, if you live in New York, you'll be able to start trading as early as 4 a.m. until 8 p.m. Okay, download the link below in the description and deposit $100 and get two free stock worth up to $1,850. Okay, let's get this money. All right, let's get into these EVs. It was the market was closed on Friday, but Thursday there was a lot of good news for EV stock. Let's go into CCIV, right? CCIV, I would say, I'm going to give you some buys. Now, remember, I'm not your financial advisor. Neither do I play one on television. Before you make any financial decision, you should first do your own research and consult with your financial advisor, to which I am not. I'm Larry Jones, and when I talk, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. All right. So on CCIV, I believe, is a buy under $22. Okay. As a matter of fact, I set a buy limit order at $21.95. And in the last 3 weeks, it hit it 3 times. That means I bought it 3 different times at $21.95. Okay. And that is a sure way. If you're at work, or if you're managing, if you got 50 other stock, it's impossible to keep them all without you having some limit orders set, some sell and buy limit orders. So use that limit button as your friend. I personally believe that CCIV, Churchill Capital, which is a SPAC that's going to merge with Lucid Motors, okay? The date has not been set yet. I believe by the end of this year, that it will be a $45 to $47 stock. So if I had to lock in a number and you say, Larry, give me your best guess, because all these are guesses, is 40, I would say $45. All right. And so you got a nice gain from where it is now. But I will tell you that I am in no way holding this stock for 1 year, 3 to 5 years minimum. I do my research and I get my thesis together first. And then if it's in certain areas like EVs, then I'll listen to someone else and see what they came up with. That's the only true way to do your research. Research is not just listening to everybody else. All right. So someone came to me and says, hey, what do you think about EVs last weekend? And they recognized me in the mall. I says, hey, check with Stockmo, see what he says. Then he said this. Yeah, but he keeps coming every day. It changes. And I says, you should thank God for that. He says, why? I says, because stock is like the weather. It changes. And I says, so he keeps doing this research for you to make it easy for you and keep you updated on the changes. Then don't look at that as a negative thing. It's actually a positive thing. You should be thanking him instead of, he's like, oh, I never thought about it that way. Hey, you know what? I'm just Larry from Chicago. I'm keeping it real. But I believe from now until 2025, I believe that CCIV is going to make the biggest gain. That's Larry. What do I know? But that's what I believe. And so I'm just kind of looking at what's going to pop now, and then I'll sell some shares and roll it over into CCIV. Let's keep it moving. Go to NEO. So NEO delivered over 7,200 vehicles last month. That's over a 373% increase year to year, right? That was during a chip shortage. It was during it being closed down, because of the fire, all of that. All right. NEO still outperformed, outperformed them. They outdone themselves, and it was good. And NEO, had a pop. I believe that we're going to see some green on NEO. So I may be thinking about buying some NEO Monday morning. If it's still dipped, I'm going to buy Monday morning. Because remember, I'm buying these stock 3 to 5 years. These are investments. OK, there again, these are Larry's price predictions. I believe that NEO will be worth in the area of $75 to $80. I've been saying $80 all the time, ever since last year. I've been saying $80 by the end of 2021 or Q1 of 2022. I believe that NEO will be in the $75 to $80 range. OK, that's what I believe. And so do the math from where it is now. And so I doubled down every time it dipped. We were buying the dips. Remember, I showed you guys before the president spoke. I bought it. I shared my portfolio with you guys. And then I showed you where it was after the president spoke, because he talked about EVs, electric vehicles, and he also talked about charging stations. All right. ChargePoint was another one, but we're not going to cover that. We'll cover ChargePoint tomorrow, maybe. All right. Let's talk about Tesla. Tesla delivered 16,000 more vehicles than what they were estimated to deliver. 16,000. They knocked it out of the park. OK, again, during a chip shortage, and the fire, everything that affected all of the EVs affected Tesla too, but they knocked it out of the park. All right. My price prediction for Tesla by the end of this year, 2021, or the beginning of quarter one of 2022, my price prediction is $900 from where it is today. On all three of these stocks, CCIV, NEO, and Tesla, there's money to be made just in a year. But if you have diamond hands like I have, and you're looking at where this is going to be 5 years from now, some of these stock will be up 400%. There's a fourth one that's a technology company. You guys that know, that follow me, you guys know I am strong. I am very, very strong on Apple. All right. Because Apple will be in the game. Apple will be in the electric vehicle game. All right. So let's look at Apple. Let's look at Apple for 1 year, right? Apple, if you would have bought it a year ago, you would be up 100%. Look at that. Bam, 100% just a year ago. This is why I am into Apple. Number one, Apple is into AI, artificial intelligence, and the companies that are in that for the future are going to do well. But I believe that Apple is secretly working on an electric vehicle of their own, or a combination of partnering with another company, which I believe they're going to do. And Apple don't get into anything that they don't want to dominate. OK, so let's look at 5 years for Apple. Look at what Apple does. This Apple is a growth stock. This is what Apple does. And I'm going to continue whether they get into the EV space or not. That is what I like about Apple. Apple 5 years from now is going to be worth more than it is now. And that's why it's so king for you guys to invest as well as trade. OK, Apple was beat down of this year. And those of us that were buying the dips, I was buying the dips. And those of you that's following my $1,000,000 cup of coffee or my $5 a day, you know that Apple is in it. We're adding to our positions. We're dollar cost averaging in. And we're going to do this for the next 5 to 10 years because we're trying to build wealth. Okay. And here is my last stock. It's ticker symbol HMBL, Humble. It's called Humble. It is in the blockchain technology. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's basically Bitcoin. All right. And it's also a penny stock, a OTC, over the counter stock. Now, here's where having an app like Webull counts. I am going to be looking at buying Tesla early NEO. I'm going to be looking at buying NEO, and I'm going to be looking at buying Tesla pre-market because I believe that those are going to have a green day on Monday. I believe Tesla's going to have a green day on Monday. NEO's kind of iffy, but and I hope that NEO is still dipped because I'm definitely going to buy NEO then. But I believe that Tesla's going to have a green day on Monday. Anything could happen. This is just my prediction. I'm not telling you guys to do it, but I'm going to increase my positions on Tesla anyway. And because I believe that it's going to run. And I believe that a lot of this good news came when people could not invest. The market was closed on Friday. So I'm going to get in early at opening bell. But here's another stock that I want you guys to keep on your radar. And it is a penny stock, an OTC stock. And I just checked and I believe you could buy it on Webull. So I'm going to be monitoring it 5 a.m. Chicago time. Okay. And so that'll be 3 hours, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be 3.5 hours before the market opens even. And I may buy some. This Humble announced that it has launched its own block exchange traded in ETX. All right. Products to simplify digital assets investing for consumers and institutions seeking exposure to a new 24/7 digital asset class. So you'll be able to trade this 24/7. All right. Just like Coinbase and some of these other Bitcoin apps that you could trade 24 hours. And so why I'm very interested in Humble, here's why. Humble it went through a catalyst that caused it to go down, right? But it's really set to explode just like Mara did. Mara, remember you guys, I bought Mara at $4.50, went down to $1 something. I doubled down again, and then it just skyrocketed over 38 bucks. All right. And so I believe that Humble is I think you should humbly look at Humble. And here's my price predictions. I want to try to help you guys out a little bit. Humble closed at $3.61. All right. But Humble shows support at $2.92-ish. All right. According to what I see, around $2.92 is where Humble shows its support. All right. All right. If it falls beneath $2.63, so I would buy it at $2.92, right? Because that's where the support is. I would buy it. I am going to buy it. All right. And if it falls to $2.63, I'm going to double down. All right. But here's what I like about it. With the correct catalyst, it could reach its 52-week high, which it reached this past February 8th. All right. So it wasn't that long ago. February 8th of this year, it was at $7.72. And so my price prediction for Humble is the 52-week high in a short period of time. It could hit, depending on what Bitcoin does and depending on what they do. I'm not doing a very deep dive right now. I just want to give you guys these stocks because I'm covering a lot. I believe that Humble has the potential to hit 772 again very shortly, in months. That's over 100% return in a short period of time. So now remember the whole SOS thing. Don't ask me about SOS on this one. I did one on SOS. Look at my SOS video that I did last week. Sorry, y'all. You got some SOS fanatics out there. All right. But this one, remember, stay diversified. Never dump a ton of money in penny stock because penny stock are very extremely volatile. Just keep this under your radar. I gave you guys the price points to look at. OK, just keep it under your radar. I may buy some. And hey, if it runs up 5,000%, it's still not worth the risk of you putting all of your money into one stock. That is never, ever, ever a good idea. That's not investing. That's gambling. So now it's an OTC stock. It's very volatile. But if you got strong hands, so I'm going to buy this and not look at it. If it does the volatility, I really don't care. I'm going to just see how it performs. But I believe that this thing will explode from now until October. That's what I believe based on the research that I've been doing. Okay, good people. So I hope you just rewind. I'm going to put the chapters in this one. I just wanted to shoot out, not do a deep dive, but give you guys some price predictions and some price points for these stock that I believe are all money makers. All right. Remember, click the link below, download the Webull app, deposit $100, and you'll be able to, like Humble, I might be on it Monday morning, 3.5 hours before the market opens. That's what Webull allows you to do. Love you. Live, love, laugh, and learn.